Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about sports in my life, answering some through lines that were given for my English class. So the first through line is, what sports do you do? Explain. So the main sport that I do or that I practice is soccer, which is the most famous sport in the world and consists of two teams, each one uh, of 11 players with a ball, and each team have a goal. And the objective of the sport is that each team defend their goal and try to score more goals in the other team's goal, uh, and the one who scores the most goals at the end of the match, which lasts 90 minutes, wins the game. There's a halftime which lasts 15 minutes. Uh, I also I've practiced basketball, volleyball, and tennis throughout my life, but I don't like them that much. Although I know the main rules of each one of them, and I consider myself to be pretty good at each one of them. The second through line is, what what extreme sports do you know about? And the extreme sports that are on top of my head are skydiving, BMX, and bungee jumping, which um, I find really interesting. And to answer the next question, which is, which extreme sport would you like to try and why? I would try bungee jumping, but only bungee jumping. I don't like. I consider myself to be a really calm person. I don't like situations that can risk my life or put my integrity in danger. But I would like to feel what it's like to fall off a bridge, but not crashing at the end. Just the feeling of that fall. The fourth question is, why do you think some people opt for doing extreme sports as a lifestyle? I think extreme sports are chosen as a lifestyle by people because of the adrenaline rush it gives to them. Um, Extreme sports gives that first thirst that you can lose your life if you or you can get seriously injured if you don't follow the safety rules, or if you do a bad movement, uh, or if you don't do as you're set. And I think people like that taste of tempting death, but also knowing that if you're doing the things as you are supposed to, you are going to be okay. The next question is, several people have lost their lives doing extreme sports or at least gotten seriously injured. Do you think sports, these types of activities should be banned or restricted? I don't think extreme sports should be banned nor restricted because many people enjoy doing them. Uh, as I said before, if you follow the safety rules, if you're wearing the correct equipment, if you do as you're supposed to, uh, you're really going to be okay. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. And I think people who have lost their lives or have gotten seriously injured, they weren't taking they weren't taking seriously enough the activity they were practicing, because extreme sports, even though they are chosen and they're practiced by many people in their daily lives, uh, you need to be sure that what you're and that what you're doing it right. We doing it with respect to the sport, to the sport. Uh, that's why people have lost their lives or gotten seriously injured. And the last question is, have you ever been injured? What happened? I have had many injuries throughout my life. All of them were playing soccer, as I train with a club. Um, my I have one of my injuries was a wrist sprain. What that was in a soccer match. I tried to protect the ball from two players, and I stepped on the ball, and all my body fell into fell on top of my head, uh, causing my wrist sprain. Um, my second injury was also playing soccer. Actually, all of my injuries were playing soccer, and all of them were in matches with my club. Um I broke my iliac crest, which is a bone located in the hip, and it's a really complicated and painful injury due to the fact that you can't put anything in your hip in order to protect it or to put the bone back together. So it's just a matter of time and staying still, like 3 months, I think it was. I had another injury. Actually, I'm injured right now, in my groin, in a match. I did a bad movement, which caused a really painful, a really, yes, like a really painful pain. Uh, I don't know if that's redundant, in my brain, and even when I walk, it still it still hurts. Uh, I had another injury in my knee where that happened in a match. A guy tried to take the ball out of me, and he hit me in the knee with his foot, and I couldn't play anymore, and I needed to wear something, even when I wasn't playing, in order to protect my knee and avoid more ser- a more serious injury. And the last injury I can think of was in one of my toes. A guy on a match stepped on me with his soccer shoes, and I wasn't able to bend my toe, my pinky toe, I think it was. And I went to the doctor, and it needed to be immobilized. So those are all my injuries. Thank you.